Long before cities, roads, and machines, Earth was a place of mystery. Vast forests stretched endlessly, their trees taller than any skyscraper today. Rivers flowed wide and strong, carving the land into shapes humans would one day try to map. The wind whispered secrets of a world untouched by human hands. In this strange world, massive creatures roamed freely. Some walked on two legs, others on four, and a few flew silently in the sky. Their eyes glowed in the dim light of early mornings and late evenings. It was a dangerous place, where only the clever and strong could survive. Hidden in the shadows, the first humans moved carefully. They watched the animals from a distance, learning how to hunt, hide, and survive. Every day was a test. Every sound in the forest could mean life or death. But the greatest mystery was not the creatures or the rivers. It was the land itself. Strange rocks appeared in patterns, almost like messages. Bones lay scattered in secret places. Some shapes seemed to hint at stories long forgotten. The narrator whispers a question. Could these secrets still be hidden beneath our feet today? The forest holds its breath, as if waiting for someone brave enough to uncover the truth. The camera moves slowly through the dense trees, revealing shadows that seem alive. The audience feels the tension. Something ancient is watching, and the story of Earth 300,000 years ago is just beginning. The land of 300,000 years ago was not silent. Deep in the forests and across the open plains, enormous creatures moved with quiet power. Massive mammals, taller than the tallest humans, shook the ground with every step. Reptiles with armored scales glinted in the sunlight, sliding through rivers and marshes. Birds with wings wider than a small car swept silently through the sky. The first humans watched from hidden caves and high trees. Every rustle of leaves, every crack of a branch could signal danger. One wrong move could bring them face to face with a giant predator, yet curiosity drew them closer. They studied the creature's patterns, learning which ones were harmless and which could end their lives in seconds. In a shadowed valley, something unusual appeared, a creature unlike any seen before. Its shape was familiar yet strange. The humans froze, hearts pounding. Was it a new predator or a lost giant from a forgotten age? The narrator asks, did humans coexist with these enormous beings, or were they hunted by them? As the sun sank behind the mountains, the forest grew darker. Eyes glowed in the night, some watching silently, some moving unseen. Life 300,000 years ago was breathtaking, but it was also terrifying. Survival meant understanding every shadow, every sound, every motion. And the secrets of these giants would shape the human's future in ways no one could yet imagine. Deep in the shadows of ancient forests, the first humans moved quietly. They were small, fragile, yet clever. Every sound of snapping twigs or rustling leaves could mean danger. They hunted, gathered, and hid, learning the secrets of survival in a world dominated by giants and wild creatures. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the horizon, a young human stumbled upon something strange. Half buried in the dirt was a smooth, carved stone. The shapes on it were unlike anything seen before, symbols that hinted at thought, planning, maybe even a story. The young human stared in awe, unsure what it meant. Around the campfire, elders examined the artifact with caution and wonder. Could this stone be a tool, a message, or a warning from the past? The humans began to wonder if there were secrets hidden in the world, meant only for those who could see them. Meanwhile, predators lurked nearby, drawn by the flickering light of the fire. The humans could not ignore them for a moment. Every decision could bring life or death. The narrator whispers, could these early humans have understood more than we give them credit for? Could they have left messages for us to find even 300,000 years later? As darkness fell, the forest seemed alive, watching silently. The humans huddled together, feeling both fear and curiosity. The story of survival was unfolding, and the first humans were at the center of it, shaping the future in ways no one could yet imagine. Beneath the thick forests and shifting sands, strange signs lay hidden. Stones arranged in patterns, walls half buried in earth, and faint carvings on cliffs suggested a world more advanced than anyone imagined. The first humans were clever, but could some have built structures or left messages that survived 300,000 years? The narrator guides the audience slowly through a forgotten valley. The trees seem to whisper secrets, and shadows play tricks on the eyes. Every rock might hide a story. Bones scattered across the ground hint at a civilization lost to time. The humans who once walked here may have understood the world in ways modern people still cannot. Symbols carved into stone seem deliberate, almost like a forgotten language. Could they have been warnings, directions, or messages to future generations? The forest seems to hold its breath, as if guarding these secrets. Suddenly, a strange artifact catches the light, a piece of stone shaped too perfectly to be natural. The narrator leans closer, voice hushed. What if our history books have been wrong all along? Could humans, 300,000 years ago, have known more than we ever realized? The wind rustles through the ancient trees. Somewhere, a distant roar reminds viewers that this world is alive, dangerous, and mysterious. The lost civilizations of Earth 300,000 years ago remain a puzzle, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover the truth. Earth 300,000 years ago was not just wild, it was unpredictable. Volcanoes erupted without warning, sending fire and ash into the sky. Rivers swelled, flooding entire valleys. Fierce storms tore through forests, uprooting trees and scattering animals. Life was a constant battle against nature itself. The first humans moved cautiously, learning to read the signs of danger. Dark clouds rolling across the sky meant rain, or worse. Tremors underfoot warned of earthquakes. Fires sparked in dry grasslands forced entire communities to flee. Every day was a test of courage, skill, and survival. Amid the chaos, humans discovered clever ways to endure. They built shelters from stone and wood, learned to store food, and found safe hiding places. Some animals adapted too, finding ways to escape predators or disasters. The struggle between life and death shaped the land and its creatures. The narrator whispers, drawing the audience in. Some survived, but how? Could these lessons of resilience have been passed down, hidden in our DNA, waiting to be discovered? As the sun set behind blackened skies, the forest fell eerily silent. Smoke rose from distant fires. Every shadow could hide a predator. Every sound could signal danger. Yet despite the fury of the world, life endured. The first humans, fragile but clever, had learned that survival required more than strength. It required courage, patience, and a deep understanding of the ancient earth. Deep beneath the soil, Earth held its secrets. Bones, fossils, and mysterious relics lay hidden, untouched, for hundreds of thousands of years. The first humans had walked these lands, but much of their story was lost, buried by time, mud, and shifting landscapes. The narrator guides the audience through a shadowed valley. Every step seems to uncover something extraordinary, a fragment of bone shaped like a tool, a stone etched with symbols, or a piece of pottery that hints at unknown skills. Each discovery raises questions. Who were these people? What did they know? Some fossils tell stories of enormous creatures that once roamed freely. Others reveal humans adapting, surviving, and perhaps even thriving in a harsh, dangerous world. Tiny clues, footprints in hardened mud, scattered tools, and remnants of fire show that life 300,000 years ago was both fragile and brilliant. The narrator leans closer. Voice hushed, one discovery could rewrite everything we know about our past. Every stone, every fossil, every shadow of the ancient world is a puzzle waiting to be solved. As the camera moves slowly over the ancient ground, the forest seems to whisper. The wind carries secrets from a world long forgotten. Life may have changed, but the echoes of Earth 300,000 years ago remain, waiting for those curious enough to listen. The past is buried, yes, but it is never truly gone. The world has changed. Forests have disappeared, rivers have shifted, and humans now walk where giants once roamed. Yet deep beneath the surface, echoes of Earth 300,000 years ago remain. Small clues in plants, animals, and even human DNA carry the story of a world long gone. The narrator guides the audience through modern landscapes, showing traces of the past, fossils hidden in rock, stone tools buried in soil, and strange patterns carved by hands long extinct. Each clue whispers a story of survival, adaptation, and mystery. Humans today may never see the giants that once ruled or feel the raw power of ancient storms, but their legacy survives. The first humans were clever and brave. They learned to live in a dangerous, ever-changing world, and some of their lessons remain with us. In ways we may not even notice, the narrator leans closer, voice hushed. What if some secrets of the ancient world are still waiting to be discovered? What if the past holds answers to questions we have yet to ask? As the sun sets, shadows stretch long across the land. The wind whispers through the trees and the rocks, carrying secrets from a time when Earth was untamed and mysterious. Life endures shaped by what came before. The story of 300,000 years ago is not just history, it is a legacy, waiting to be uncovered, understood, and remembered.